Lil Wayne getting on Twitter and asking what he did in response to Kendrick Lamar mentioning him on his album, as if Lil Wayne hasn't spent the last month crying and doing everything but improving himself as an artist to even be considered for a Super Bowl performance is the irony. Let's talk about it.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another King of Reads video. Child, looking at Lil Wayne and his response, don't wake up the giant. Woo, we're shook over here. Lil Wayne, make you an appointment, get you a retwist, be calm, collected, hydrate, get in the booth and learn the lyrics to your songs. We got to talk about it, y'all. It's been an interesting Thanksgiving week. Yes, Thanksgiving Struggle Plates will be here Thursday. Y'all send them plates into me. Twitter, Instagram, however you send them to me so I can drag it, because I love talking about y'all food, especially this mac and cheese, since y'all been going in about the mac and cheese. But what's going on? Got a couple things to talk about. I wanted to give y'all something cute, something fun, something for the winter time. Is it winter? Because I don't know what it's giving right now, because it's been 67 degrees and then 30, 40 at night. Atlanta, get it together before we do. But we got to talk about a couple things. We got to talk about Kenya Moore on her begging tour, trying to come back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Real Housewives of Atlanta has released a snippet of Portia. It's giving a little bit of what we're going to see for the new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. A lot to say about that. We got to talk about that. We got to talk about, again, Lil Wayne going and responding to what Kendrick said about him and asking what I do. I'll just be chilling. We got to talk about that. We got to talk about Diddy lawsuits and the updates around that, how he was using his family and social media presence to make him a better perceived person, I guess. Girl, I don't know about that. I already told y'all what that was giving. Also got to talk about Khalid and this Hugo situation and him being outed. I have a lot of thoughts about that, and I'm trying to get them as safe as I can. But before we get into any of that, let's go ahead and get to this mental health check-in. What's going on, y'all? Child, it's a lot, child. This week has got me stressed to the max. It is the end of the month. We're coming into December. The year has went by so fast. Ooh, I got a lot of deadlines, things I'm trying to do, and I'm just trying to hold it together while also trying to make Thanksgiving dinner for the first time. I've never done it before. We gonna see what it gives. I was in the grocery store fighting for my life. I was trying to get some stuff. I made a last minute decision that I wanted to cook. I said, you know what? Let me go. Like, this economy is messed up. I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got. So I'm gonna make some dressing, make some ham, some macaroni and cheese. I make chicken and dressing. I love chicken and dressing. I get this recipe from my mama, so I can't wait to try it, because I love some dressing, but I like some meat to be in my dressing. Okay, I don't eat no stuffing. I don't know what that is. I don't eat that, but I can't wait to make that. And I got a little something. Like, I got a little something, and I'm gonna make a green bean casserole, because I ain't gonna lie, white folks went off when they came up with the green bean casserole. Now, when y'all get a picture of it, I don't know, because I ain't got no cute layout. I ain't got no Dutch oven and all that other stuff. We ain't got all the fancy stuff, but I got me some aluminum foil. She gonna be my best friend, because I ain't never done anything like this, but I'm excited and nervous. I will be filming a little bit of it. And doing a little vlog style for the Patreon girlies, because they've been asking me. They like, Justin, we want to see you cook. We want to see what you're giving. So I'm nervous about it. We're going to see. But yes, I'm excited about that. I will say it's been a little bit of a difficult winter trying to find my footing and stuff and deal with like seasonal depression and being in the house and not being outside because it's cold. And also everybody being sick. Oh my gosh. I had went to the store, folks was just coughing and ooh, I was like, girl, like, it's giving mask. It's giving mask. Like, everybody's sick. I do not want the flu. I had strep throat a couple years ago around Thanksgiving. I do not want that again. So yes, make sure y'all protecting yourself as much as y'all can. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the tea for today. The tea for today is, let's go ahead and start with y'all girl, Kenya Moore, who is on her begging tour. She was on Tamron Hall recently. And this is the begging tour for Kenya Moore. I'm just going to be completely honest. This is Kenya Moore just trying to take some type of accountability, and it's like, girl, where is the action? You're apologizing and you're taking accountability, but where is the action? That's what we need. You giving us double A's, but we need a triple A. Action. We need action, action, action. And Kenya Moore is not doing that. She was on Tamron Hall trying to take accountability for the situation with homegirl on the show, that she went too far, but she still used the excuse of, well, if I wasn't pushed, I wouldn't have did that. You know, Tamron Hall did the best thing she can do with questioning Kenya Moore and all of her stuff. But it's just like, girl, that wasn't really given, Kenya. You could have did a better job of that. You could have did a way better job of accepting accountability for that. Like, I'm still disgusted by it, but we're seeing a sneak peek of Portia dealing with her divorce. They have changed the confessional look. It's a full body confessional look, which I think is cute. Portia is filing for divorce, and we're seeing this is her second divorce. It's the second time filing for divorce. So she's talking about having to not film in her house and dealing with Simon and his mess and all of that. So I don't know. It could be good. It could be. Now, I will seeing some of the clips from the Bravo Fest or whatever that happened this past weekend. And also the new season of Married to Madison dropped this past Sunday. And we got Real Housewives of Potomac having a decent season, a good season, the best season I've seen in a couple of years. Makes me want to watch and review it. I will be doing that for Patreon for those who are interested in it. So yeah, like, I don't know where is Real Housewives of Atlanta headed. I'm just not sure. Like, I know Cynthia's going to be the friend of the show and all of that. I'm just not really sure. Is it going to be sustainable? I'm not sure if Phaedra coming back and Portia, I don't know. I will say it looks cleaner. The visuals that we saw of Portia look good, but I don't know if this is going to be a good season. But I don't think we're going to see Kenya Moore that much. Now, Andy was asked the question, and he said we will see what led up to that. They're probably going to do that famous thing where they show us what happened at that thing. Oh, this happened. And then they're going to go back and we're going to see the first couple of episodes like be about none of that. I hate when they do that. Do that when it is coming up to the drama, but don't start the season off with that. Like, girl, please, like, come on now. I know y'all desperate to get us back and watching, but come on, we tired of that. So we're going to see that. But yeah, Kenya Moore, I doubt she filmed the rest of the season. That was just probably it. I don't think she's coming back. Again, I think Bravo is waiting to see what she's going to give. And I don't think people really do care that much. But moving on, let's talk about folks who we also don't care too much about, and we wish they would know, is Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne and his response to Kendrick Lamar. Baby, Kendrick Lamar dropped their album, and Lil Wayne, again, his response was, man, what I do? I just be chilling and they still come from my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep. I beg you all. No one really wants destruction, not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed on me, love. Lil Wayne, please, the only thing you're destroying is your hair follicles, like, and your liver and all that other stuff by drinking and all the stuff that you do that is tearing you up inside. And one of the reasons why you've not been considered for the Super Bowl, like, let's remember that the committee at New Orleans did not choose you. They chose Kendrick Lamar. Like, you are still in the Pokeball. Matter of fact, you need to be at the Pokemon Health Center. Nurse Joy needs to be having you right now. Nurse Joy needs to be helping you, and the two little fat Pokemon, whatever, need to be taking you in, because we choosing Kendrick Lamar. Like, Kendrick Lamar is about to do this battle. Like, the music has been good. The music videos look good. Like, Kendrick Lamar, this is his moment. It looks good. It looks good. Like, all the stuff leading up, I like how it's going. But Wayne asking what did I do, as if you haven't spent the last month boohooing, crying, and saying, you know, it's I, you know, I appreciate all the love, and looking bug-eyed and all that other stuff. It's just, you, please be calm. Like, please be calm. It's not that serious. You were not chosen. I feel like if Lil Wayne's fans were more honest with him, and just, I feel like if fans in general were honest about their artists, they would be better. But these artists only pay attention sometimes to their fans. And it makes sense. It's a thin line, paying attention to your fans and giving them what they want, but also not being just in that echo chamber of listening to them, knowing when to say, like, yes, I can continue to do this, but this is what I want to do, and challenging yourself. But a lot of us are too online, and we're trying to appease folks, and you see that. And, you know, Lil Wayne doesn't think he's doing bad. You don't think he's doing bad. He don't think his performances are bad. He don't think, he actually believes that his performances are good enough to be at the Super Bowl, and nobody's honest in telling that it's not. So this is why he out, you know, crashing out and all the things. So I don't know, like, Lil Wayne, get it together. Get it together quickly, sister. It's not giving. The response is tacky. It's tacky. You are not that girl right now, and that's okay. You've had a very successful career, but nobody's checking for you right now, and that's okay. Like, doesn't mean that you're not talented, but it just means that you're not talented right now. Speaking of talent, let's talk about this Khalid and Hugo situation. I honestly did a full 20-minute video about this on Patreon, and I just don't know if YouTube is like a safe space necessarily for this conversation. But for those who do not know, Khalid is a R&B artist who came out with the song Location back in 2017. And he's a very talented artist. And he was unfortunately outed this past weekend by someone who he dated. And he confirmed that, hey, my ex or whatever outed me. This is, what it is. The person is also an artist. I wouldn't say underground artist, but it's just an artist that nobody really knows about. And he apparently dated Khalid at one point. Here's my thing. It is bad to out somebody. Like, what Khalid experienced was messed up. I dive a little bit further into that because I have a critique on folks when they say it's nobody's business. Yes, come on, Rihanna. It's nobody's business, but when you kind of portray yourself in a certain type of way, you can't say that sexuality and stuff doesn't matter and shouldn't be nobody's business, but you also benefit from being perceived to be heterosexual. Just saying. So let's talk about Hugo, the person who outed Khalid. This non-black man. What is up with our black artists and their obsession with non-black men? Y'all keep getting outed by these men. Y'all keep getting outed by these men. Y'all desire them and y'all keep getting outed by them. What is going on? There's something there. And Khalid's response to the alleged think pieces. First of all, these things that y'all are calling think pieces on Twitter are not really think pieces. They're conversations. If you think a paragraph, 240 characters is a think piece, I don't know what to tell you. But his response to the small amount of people who were saying, hey, like, you're dating this non-black man, like, what's the tea? Like, what's going on? Like, sister, what's going on? And him responding to that and saying that y'all got all these think pieces and things about me and, y'all saying all this stuff. I think it hurts him because it's a little bit of truth to it. It's a little bit of truth to it. Like, the fact that this man has dated a lot of y'all, and I'm pretty sure y'all talking, nobody has pointed out that he has a history of being trash. And it was funny watching everybody drag this man and say that, oh, he is not talented. He's not that girl. Ain't nobody checking for him and all of these things. People were dragging him and eating him up. And all of that, he is still able to be in the room so close to a very talented black man by the name of Khalid. He is still able to use his desire. The anti-black desire of it all allows him to be in rooms with the most talented of folks. So I don't need to be a successful artist. He doesn't need to be a successful artist because the capital and currency that comes with him being desirable is enough. The anti-black desire of it all allows him to benefit and reap the rewards. He's being rewarded by being in these rooms and having access to black gay celebrities, some of which we will never see, some who will never be in the same rooms with us at these black gay spaces. Like, I don't know what to tell you. That says a lot. I honestly want to do a full video for YouTube for this, but I don't know if folks are ready for this specific conversation, because although I do feel as though Khalid should have never experienced these things, never should have been outed in this type of way, I did find it quite something that everybody felt the need to defend him from being called ugly, because Khalid isn't ugly, but he's an average black man. But Hugo benefits from anti-black desire. Therefore, he is able to essentially deem somebody unattractive and ugly. So as much as we want to believe that we're doing something by saying that, oh, he isn't ugly, people saying that Khalid isn't ugly is a reminder of the system that is anti-blackness, because nobody is having to defend Hugo from being ugly, because it is understood that he isn't. And that's just a matter of it. Yes, child, moving on. Those are my thoughts. I'll decide if I want to do a whole video on it, but it's a little touching, it's a little triggering. So, bear with me. But I did do a video on it on Patreon, so we'll see. But moving on, let's talk about Diddy is trying his best to get out of jail. He is trying his best not to be in jail into this trial, and it's just not looking good. Now, the judge is looking at it and you know, about to make a decision if he's going to allow him to, you know, post bond and be released into the trial. But he's been denied. He's been denied a couple of times, and the prosecution is saying that he's a threat. Like, he has a history of, you know, messed up behavior to women. He's a threat to women. And Diddy's lawyers are arguing that the video that they're using, the prosecution is using, is edited. Now, we haven't seen the video that they have, but I'm not sure how we can see I'm not sure how you can edit a video to make it worse when the thing is happening. For somebody who was arguing and saying that they did not do these things that they was accused of, the video comes out, then they said they don't know who that person was, and that was discussed. It was a bad time in their life. They was going through a lot. Now saying that the video is edited, there is nothing you can edit. You only can edit that video to make it less worse. You can't edit that video to make it more worse. So I'm just not understanding that. Diddy doesn't deserve to be out. Like, he just doesn't. He just doesn't. Like, I've said for the last, honestly, almost year, that Diddy in his responses on social media for the last couple of years, even with the Diddy Love and him changing his name, it's all about PR. Him posting pictures of his children, the bicycle thing that he was doing on the bike, the family stuff, and reposting that and using Kim Porter. All of that was used as sympathy and payola. Like, it was giving PR 101. I didn't come off as a family man that cares about the kids, because if people see me and my children, they will think about how these children are going to lose their father. They're saying also that Diddy was making certain phone calls and things to people to support him. Even a former artist of Bad Boy coming out to defend a Diddy and saying that they never saw him do these things to Cassie, never saw these things, and that they never saw that side of them. There's been rumored that Diddy made a call to her to get her to say that. He's making calls. He's doing all types of stuff. He's trying, baby. This is literally giving Empire. Like, it's literally giving Empire. And I just still don't understand how you edit this video to make it less bad. I don't understand how you edit this video to make it worse than what it is. I'm not understanding how you do that. But so they're basically just trying to get him out for Thanksgiving. Attorneys for the federal government argued against Combs' push to get released on $50 million bail and a laundry list of other conditions, telling judge, I can't pronounce her name, in a letter that package does not come close to ensuring the security of the community or to flee before the trial, citing an alleged pattern of violence toward women and his own staff. In their own letter, defense attorneys argued Combs has been unconstitutionally held in jail in silence since he was first arrested in September, that the government has launched a campaign against him to keep from getting a fair trial, and that Combs is not required to sit idly by and acquiesce to all of this. The judge is expected to make a decision by Thanksgiving. We're going to see how that goes. Diddy, he is something with himself. And the trial going forward next year, whoo, it's gonna be a sad, messed up day for the industry. And I am curious of how a lot of people who've been around him for years are going to react to these things. That's all I got. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I'll talk y'all later. Bye.